Hi everyone. It's me, Will Scarbrough. With a different video. I don't really know what I'm going to title it. Maybe it's like "Less Talk" or something like that. Um, and obviously I'm in a different position where I don't really film like. Maybe I should. I'll tell you. Actually, you know what? This is not a bad position to film some reactions. Anyway, I'm getting kind of off track. Here, got my AFC Richmond shirt on. I just filmed Up Elementary. And yeah, I don't really know where to start, if I'm going to be completely honest. If I do look down to the side here, that's because I am looking at my MacBook, just making sure that I'm, recording on OBS and whatnot. So I suppose this is going to be a little bit of a podcast style. I don't think I'm going to be cutting this up. I think I'm just going to kind of keep it raw footage. I'll probably color grade it a little bit to make it look a bit more appealing. But yeah, I mean, a lot to talk about. I don't know how long this video is going to be, and if you do stick around for the whole video, then obviously I really appreciate that. But please, by Sabrina Carpenter, don't feel obliged to watch this whole damn thing. You don't have to. It's okay. Maybe just drop a comment like, yo, I am watching all that, but happy or sorry that happened. If I remember to actually edit this part, I will probably put the viral picture in. God, right? Okay, where do I start? As you've all noticed, I'm sure, maybe not all. I've not really uploaded much at all. Hannibal. It's been a few weeks, and in fairness, Hannibal is kind of a technical difficulty at the minute. Sorry, I just got an email. That's more of a technical difficulty rather than whatever I'm going to talk about. Will I get back into Hannibal? I'm going to try my best to get back into it because I am loving it. It is a fantastic show, and I know you guys are really enjoying it. But let me just pull up my channel here. Will Scarbrough, which is me. So we've got Ab Elementary, that was 2 days ago. Then we've got The Penguin, which was 3 days ago. And then before that was a week, and it was Penguin. And before then, it was The Lord of the Rings. Now, keep in mind, I filmed The Penguin over a month ago, and I filmed The Lord of the Rings over a month ago, if not 2 months ago. No, it would have been over a month ago, because I was balancing the two. So when you really think about it, in the past month, since The Penguin has started airing, I have actually reacted to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've reacted to 8 things, and most of them are trailers. So really, I've not sat down and reacted in a while. And in fairness, I did record Derry Girls episode 2 weeks ago. I just haven't edited it. So I feel like I kind of owe it a little bit of an explanation. Or maybe I don't owe you an explanation because it's my channel and I do whatever I want. And obviously The Penguin, you'll be getting those reactions as per usual. Lord of the Rings has ended. Ab Elementary, I'm obviously going to be reacting to that until whenever I stop, I suppose. Anyway, no, I appreciate all the comments, and obviously, I know a lot of people are kind of commenting saying, when's Hannibal coming out, or when's this coming out, and I get that, and again, like I said, I really want to upload it again. Anyway, I've been blabbering on. We've been going for about 4 minutes, and I haven't really talked about anything proper. So a lot of you may know I'm pursuing acting, or know that I have been pursuing acting for a while now, and recently kind of changed my life about 2 months ago, maybe just less than 2 months ago. It would have been 2 months ago. I started an acting class. I've always been able to act. I took it in high school, good grades, great grades. I did it in college, blah, blah, blah. I'm on Spotlight, which is, if you're in the UK and you know about acting, Spotlight's kind of like the main casting website. And it's quite difficult to get on Spotlight, so I was very happy with myself when I did that. But I've joined a class called Carol Godby. She's absolutely fantastic. She's like one of the leading agents, but also kind of like teachers in the North. she's turned a lot of actors into stars, and basically everyone who goes there gets something out of it. It doesn't matter if you want to be an actor or not or whatever. Anyway, I've been going there, and I've been having a fantastic time, like even acting aside. And one of my main goals is getting an agent, and I have pursued that for a while. And I was asked a couple of months ago before Carol's about having a conversation with someone about joining their agency. Now the thing is, my aspirations was more than what they were kind of looking for. They seemed to be an alright agency, and an agent's an agent, but my aspirations are quite far beyond that of what they were looking for. So I kind of made that little sacrifice of saying kind of no, and I appreciate that, but I feel like Carol's is probably gonna suit what I'm looking for. So I've been working hard at that, and time will tell. But kind of, I've been enjoying that so much that a lot of problems have kind of come up a little bit. Not like problems with them, absolutely not. But something that I talked about with my doctor yesterday. You see, I've suffered with depression since I was like 13. I'm 20 years old now. But no one knows. No one knows about that. I'd be surprised if anyone knew that. My family didn't know. I suddenly just went on antidepressants, and everyone was kind of like, what? Why? I stopped them recently. And by the way, look, I'm not going to say like antidepressants aren't good, because I know they help a lot of people. But when I went off antidepressants, which was like last week, nothing changed. Literally nothing changed. So clearly they weren't for me. But I see a doctor now, and I see a doctor every week now, mental health related. And it's just kind of coming down to the root of, the problems and who I am and whatnot. And I think the main thing is I don't really know who I am, because for years I've been an actor. When I'm on camera, I am an actor. Like, I'm not the guy in the thumbnail who goes, that's not me. But people aren't going to click on your video if you're like, because that's really how most people watch shows. If there's something funny that happens, they'll laugh or they'll smile. If I'm watching a comedy show in my own time, I'm not going to be belting out big laughters like I kind of do in Abbott. And it's not to say that I'm faking my reactions. Definitely not. I'm just exaggerating a tiny little bit for entertainment purposes. But there's a lot of channels out there that exaggerate so much it's painfully obvious. I know like Real Rejects do that. I like Real Rejects, but for a channel with over 1 million subscribers, when you see their thumbnails and it's like that's not a real human reaction. And I like to keep my reactions quite authentic in terms of if I'm not enjoying something, I'll say, I'll criticize something. I've been given plenty of dislikes and criticism over some of my opinions, but I backed them up. I'm sticking by. I'm not changing my opinion. Not for you, anyway. This is my damn channel. Anyway, yeah, bad mental health for a long time, and no one's really known about it. But I guess the main thing is the reason why no one's known about it is because I haven't really found like my people, and I'm starting to now feel in this acting class that I kind of have. I have good friends, and I've had friends for years. I've got friends in America who I've known for years. I've got friends in everywhere. Australia, but it's not a pure human reaction. But even the people that are in my life right now, who I can see if I wanted to, they're pursuing something that's different to me. I have friends who are pursuing filmmaking, and sure, that's in the same bracket as acting, but it's also not. Both are very different. Like you have to study, kind of, or you have to get in that circle to do it. While with acting, you don't really have to join an acting class. I don't have to join an acting class. I managed to go on Spotlight on my own. I didn't need to be in a class for that, which does make me an actor, but just not a proper actor, proper professional actor. But I thought, her classes, there's the opportunity of representation that was very appealing to me, but also trying to be a part of an acting community, because I haven't, I took acting in high school, but 98% of the people in both college and high school drama classes, they didn't want to be actors. So it was always, there was a slight distance. There was a part of the people in the class who didn't entirely take it seriously the way that I want to take it seriously. I'm not saying I just want to do serious work. I love doing comedy stuff as well. I mean, I'm in the web series Nottingham, where I play an American funny character who's kind of he's an idiot. He's an idiot, and I enjoy doing that. And I enjoy doing comic stuff. But what I mean by serious is actually pursuing the industry. And I said to my doctor. By the way, I'm only going to be mentioning like a very small part about what's going on in here, because I don't want to get too personal and deep and whatever. I'm just kind of going for the more lighter stuff. And one thing that I found weird is I go to these classes and I feel great, and when I leave the class I feel great, but when I go home, and then the next day, and then the next day, I feel quite lonely. And it's weird, because it's like, if I didn't have that class, then it would be, my mood would be like this. But now I have the class, it's like, you're up there, and then it kind of goes down a bit, because you kind of want to spend more time with these kinds of people. And I've been doing some acting work recently, or acting work, kind of supporting artist work, for the Premier League and EFL. I'm not going to say what it is. I didn't sign anything, so I can technically talk about it, but I'll leave it as a surprise. But I've been doing work for the Premier League and EFL, and I've been filming at a football stadium I started about 2 weeks ago, and it's so fun. It's so fun, and getting to be on set with actors, and the greatest thing I find about actors is that I'm interacting with people who are in the 50s and 60s, and yet they have a youth about them that is incredibly easy to talk to them, because they are so kind of like you. And I've always wanted to be a part of that. Even since high school, I've always felt that actors are kind of my people, because we see things a little differently, I suppose. But also there's a difference between, if someone's pursuing filmmaking, they've got to be critical of filmmaking. If someone's pursuing acting, it's a little different. Maybe you're not as critical, because you understand the other side of it. You understand that being on set, sometimes a director just isn't very good at directing. So it's hard to kind of criticize a lot of things as an actor when you've been on the sets, because you know that sometimes it could be a mess, sometimes it just might be the director. We've seen so many actors out there who've brilliant actors but have delivered poor performances. Nicolas Cage does it all the time, but then he'll also be in a film called Pig, and he's brilliant in that. Or he'll be in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, and he's a comedic genius in that. And a Dream Scenario, it's all about the director. And I think for actors it's maybe a little bit different to than a filmmaker who kind of has to criticize things, because you have to learn from things. You have to go, oh, that wasn't good by this director, I could do that better. And I do look at actors in films and go, I could have done better than that. But there's also the flip of the coin where maybe it's just the director's fault, maybe it's the script. So yeah, being a part of that group, it feels great. I love being around those people. I don't know if any of the people who could be watching them right now, I very much doubt it. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's great. And I'm going to keep going until however long. Like I could be in a TV show and I'll probably still be going, because it's a lot of fun. And another thing, I wasn't sure if I wanted to share this or not, but I'm going to share it anyway, because I feel a bit, I don't know. Again, I wanted to share stuff that's kind of on the lighter side, because there's a lot of dark stuff over the past few years that has majorly affected me. But one of it's an incredibly weird one. It's kind of hard to articulate what it is, but so I'm straight, and I've said that countless times, especially during my interview with the Vampire reactions. My first reaction to Interview with the Vampire, I know would probably have a predominantly gay audience. And I did have to say, by the way, I appreciate your comments. I really, really do. But I am straight. And I still appreciate them, by the way. So keep them coming if you want. But I'm just saying that you're not going to get anything out of it. I've had DMs. But I've not been, like, in person, I'm talking about. I'll watch a film or a TV show and I'll see an actress. I'm like, yeah, that's an attractive woman. But in person, I haven't felt that since high school. And I always felt weird about that, like, because it's not like I was losing my attraction for people, women. But I knew it wasn't the case. I just knew that maybe just where I live just isn't really the place for me. And I'm not looking to date someone or be in a relationship or anything like that. I'm 20 years old. There's no need to rush for that. Even as a kid, I was quite mature when it came to love. Like, I didn't want to just be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship. I wanted to be in a relationship if I felt it, if I truly felt it. You know, because I had those girls in high school and college who liked me. But it just wasn't, I feel like it's not fair to them, and it's also not fair to me to kind of go, oh, I'm lonely. Sure, I'll settle with you. Sure. Yeah, sure, why not? That's not unfair on me, that's not unfair on them, certainly. So I'm patient, and I'm waiting, and if I'm going to be 26 years old when I get in a relationship, then so what? But recently, I saw someone in person that I was attracted to. Now, it's different, because I saw this person, I was like, I don't want to date this person, no, none of that. But I just found it weird that I felt that again, after so long. It's the same thing with the community as acting. Like, I've not been a part of a community I've really enjoyed in a long time. And I suppose when I used to play football, maybe that's the last time I kind of felt a bit that community, because I was the football guy at the time. I wasn't really I hadn't even started my Instagram account, my old Instagram account. You may not know about it, DC Comics News. It was like a news page. I had over 20,000 followers, and it was doing great, but that was after I was doing football. So my last kind of community was football. And to go so long without that proper community, to then get that back and then kind of feel lonely about that is really weird, because, now these people are in my life, and that's sick, And it's the same with this. It's like I've gone years without seeing someone in person and going, that's an attractive person. And it's kind of I've seen people and gone, they're an attractive person, but I've never, like, there's like two different kinds of attraction. There's like an attraction where you that they're attractive, but you look at them and you go, you're an attractive person. But then there's the other side that's kind of like, if that person was like over here, or over here, to make it easier by looking into the Mac, over there, and you're going, and you're just kind of like that, and you occasionally just kind of glance over because they are an attractive person. You kind of, that I've not felt that for years. And like I said, I don't want to date this person or anything. I could never see this person again. But what I'm saying is, it just feels weird that all of this is kind of coming back to my life. And I thought I'd maybe be overwhelmed over the moon, but maybe I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know, but we've filmed for 18 minutes. I apologize if this is going to be like 30 minutes. I hope I'm a good enough speaker that you're kind of like, who cares if it's 30 minutes? Yeah, I can listen to you for an hour. Should I go for an hour? No, I'm not going to go for an hour. What else would I want to talk about? I talk about me as a person and fitting in. In high school, and I'm sorry if anyone from my high school is watching this right now, I'm sorry, but argue with the wall. I was the popular kid in high school, and different than like a film. Like in films, popular kids is the arsehole, the person who bullies people. That's not the popular kid. That's just the known kid. That's not like the... But in high school, I knew everybody, and I was friends with everybody, and I could probably sit at most tables and I'd fit in. But what that meant was being a chameleon and being a little bit of a different person every single time you sit on the table. And in year 11, I stepped away from that, and I kind of just hung out with a few people who I just enjoyed spending my time with. So because of that, because I've spent so much of my life being a chameleon and not really being myself, and because it's kind of been, I've been acting for so long, I don't know who I am. You know, if I'm speaking to you guys right now and I have no idea if I'm being myself or if I'm exaggerated. Is a person who speaks to the camera the real person? Or is the real person who you are out in public? Or is the real person who you are just in your house? Is that the real you? Who is the real you? Who's the real me? I don't know. If I go to a job interview, right? I do improvisation at acting class where 2 days ago I played like the head of a financial company. I know nothing about finance. I watched the TV show Industry, so I just kind of picked little pieces from that. And I played it really well. And I was improvising. I had no idea what I was saying, but it worked. And now I just think about if I went for like a job interview or just an interview in general and I appeared confident. Am I appearing confident because I'm playing and acting a confident version of me? But is that the real confident me? Or if I'm just playing a character? And if I get that job, am I going to go on set? Or if I'm going to go to the workplace, and am I going to be a different kind of confidence? Or am I not going to be confident at all? Who knows? So at the minute it's about finding myself, and maybe that's a bit why I've not filmed. Maybe I'm overwhelmed by everything at the minute. It's kind of hard to focus. And again, I got these other things going on that I'm not going to get into, that sometimes when I'm filming, it's hard to like not think about those things. So yeah, it's a lot. And I am 100% serious about acting, that, you know, I want to act till past the retirement age. I want to be an actor who breaks out in a different country, in America, in Australia, in, you know, why is it? Did that? Basically, I'm filming on OBS, but it's filming on Discord, so I think it just did a thumbs up then. Yeah, I want to be an actor who's known worldwide, and I'm not going to stop until that happens. No matter how many no's I get in an audition or whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna be an actor. I don't care. I know I have the ability. I know it's inside of me. Maybe there's bits of it that are inside of me that needs to come out, and maybe these classes will do that, or maybe just experiencing the industry will do that. I don't know, but that's what I want to do. So, and I was thinking about this last night, as it's kind of maybe not the perfect way to end it, because I feel like maybe there's one more thing to talk about, but I do YouTube for money. I do. I don't have the mental health to do a regular job. I can't do a full-time job because I'm part-time carer for my brother, and I'm also pursuing acting. If I take a full-time job, I'm literally going to have no time at all. And I might as well throw the acting out the window. As for a part-time job, I just don't have the mental health for it. It's incredibly weird, and yeah. So I do YouTube for money. And I do YouTube because it also gives me experience on camera, and it's also, I create my own schedule, you know. I have a flexible schedule. If I book a job tomorrow, I can stop filming tomorrow. You know, if I had a part-time job, and I got a job and I was having to go in 2 days, I don't think I don't think your boss would be too happy with you calling up 2 days early and going, hey, can I take the next 3-4 days off because I kind of got a job? It's like, what? You already have a job. It's here. However, if you asked me, if money wasn't an issue, if you asked me, would you rather do YouTube or not do YouTube? I'm telling you, without a second hesitation, I would quit YouTube. And the second I maybe get an agent or book a bigger job, maybe that's it. But I don't want to quit entirely. There's actors out there who do YouTube. And but what I'm saying is I'm most certainly going to be moving away from reactions. Because could you imagine an actor reacting to shows and then going, well, that was a crap episode. You know, it's weird. And because as of now, I'm a professional film critic. I get sent TV shows and films early and get invited to premieres, and it's fine for me to criticize, but when I'm an actor, that's why a lot of actors hide their Letterboxd accounts, and that's why a lot of actors and filmmakers don't give ratings on Letterboxd, because should an actor really criticize something, especially when you potentially could work with that actor? So if I do quit YouTube, it will be quitting reactions, and I will probably private about 800 videos. Don't worry, I've got about nearly 2,000 now, so God, it's gonna be like 1,000, 1,500. Anyway, it's gonna take a long time, and I'm also probably gonna have to change a lot of my Letterboxd reviews because they are kind of maybe a bit too critical. But I would like to do acting related videos in the future, whether that's vlogging on set or whether that's a video I currently have planned right now with my friend Harvey. We're going to be recreating a bunch of scenes, identical, the same accent, the same shots, etc. And I'm looking forward to that, and I'm just kind of preparing for that for next month. And I'm looking forward to making that video because I kind of did one a few years ago, but it was terrible. The acting was fine, but the video was terrible, and I want to do it better. And yeah. So as of now, reactions are still going to be coming, but just know if I don't upload on time, my apologies. I don't care. Penguin, you're going to get that every week anyway. Albert, you're going to get that anyway. Dairy Girls, I'll hopefully finish soon. Hannibal's difficult. Hannibal, I can promise you now, I'm never going to finish completely. I might get through season 1, maybe season 2. As for season 3, you will probably have to follow my Instagram, and I'll probably just say, hey, I just watched season 3 of Hannibal, fantastic, whatever. But because I'm pursuing acting, you can check out my Instagram. You can check out my Twitter. You can check out my Letterboxd. If you want, I plug them every single video. I plug them at the end of every single video. Thank you for watching the video. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. My Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd is down below if you like to follow them. That's what I say. Every video. And for 3 years now, I've also had the exact same intro. Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we have... It's always the same. And I always end it the same. And I always will. Until the day I stop. Which may be this year. Or maybe next year. Who knows. But I want to make this video just because I wanted to get it out there. Because again, barely anyone actually knows me. You know. And who you're looking at right now, maybe that is the real me. I don't know. I'm going to discover that. Anyway, well, thank you for watching. Again, all my socials are down below. Please follow them if you want. I tweet occasionally. I story occasionally. I post occasionally. But, yeah. I think that's it from me. So, I appreciate if you've watched all of this, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you have watched all of this, I want you to comment Ted Lasso. If you've stuck around to the end, comment Ted Lasso. Well, thank you guys, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, like, share, and comment, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.